Hi guys, how are you? So today I'm going to be doing a video on how to mix different foundations, different brands to create a really flawless finish. A lot of the times brands don't have something that can give you a full coverage exactly the way that you want it. So I'm going to show you how you can mix tons of different products to give you exactly what you want. And I actually got this idea because in my first prom tutorial, I did a foundation routine. I sort of went through it, but someone was like, "You're so good at combining foundations, like how do you do it? I could never do that." And it's so easy. So I thought I would do a tutorial on it just to give you a more in-depth feel of how you can get that done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I just pulled my hair back to give you guys a better view of what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with a primer, and you can use whatever primer you want. I like this one. It's the That Gal primer from Benefit, and it's just brightening. I always like my face to look really bright and fresh, so I am just twirling it up. It looks like spaghetti, and then I'm going to take it on a foundation brush and brush it on. You can use your fingers if you want. I just prefer to do it this way. Whichever way you want is fine. So next we're going to talk about redness control. I have a lot of redness in my face. If you don't, you can go ahead and skip this step. Like if you only have redness around your nose, you can just use a concealer for that. But for me, I have redness all through here, and I also have acne. If you have acne, I recommend redness control. So I'm going to show you a few different products. The first is from Clinique, and it's their redness solution base. The only thing that I'll say is that I found that you have to use a lot of this to cover up the redness. But what we're going to use today is also from Clinique, and it's the Redness Solution Foundation. You can go ahead and just start off with this. This is their lightest color. It's 01, but it's still a little bit dark for me. Right now I'm super white. I haven't started my self-tanner yet for the summer, so it's still a bit dark for me, but I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze out just a tiny bit on the back of my hand. Start out small. You probably won't need much depending on how much redness you have on your face. For me, I probably need a bit more, but I'm just going to go ahead in with my finger and start off in the most red places. So that would be like in my T-zone area. I always get really red next to my nose, on my chin, and sort of right between my eyebrows. So you can see how this immediately makes a difference on my face. And you also want to start going in on areas where you have acne, just because acne tends to be red. So this is going to dull out some of the redness from your acne. And I think that works pretty well for covering it up. When I have particularly bad acne, I will use this, and actually I've been breaking out a lot lately, so this has really come in handy. And you can probably see, actually I'm not sure if it's completely showing up on camera, but I can definitely see that it is a little bit dark for my skin tone, but it is manageable. And especially since we're going to be covering it up with other things, it's not a big deal for me. Okay, so now that we have that base on, we are going to move on to our next product, and that is a concealer. So you can use whatever concealer you feel comfortable with. Also never lisp. Anyway, and I use my Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty Concealer. I think this works really well for me. So once again, that sort of covers up a lot of my acne, but I'm going to still go in with this. So you're not going to need as much as usual if you have used your redness. If you don't have anything to cancel out redness, apply your concealer wherever you have redness. And you can see right away, this is considerably lighter than what I just put on my face. So there's definitely going to be a lot of blending that's going to need to be done, but don't worry about it right now. It'll just look sort of silly for a second. So as you can see already, we have two products on our face that really don't match. I mean, they're really just completely different colors. Next, we're going to do under eye concealer, and I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer. If you want, you can use a brightening concealer if you're going to be photographed. I don't recommend that only because it'll sort of create a white cast. The next part is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Wow, I really can't speak today. This is the worst day to do a speaking video. But I'm going to be using a BB cream that is too dark for my skin. And the reason for that is because I'm going to contour with it. This is Smashbox, so far we have used 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is my 5th different brand. So as you can see, we're mixing tons of brands together. It just works really well. That's all I can say about it, is that it works really well. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit of this out. You probably won't need too much of it, and you can always add more. I'd rather take less and add more than use too much and then waste product. So I'm going to dip that in to this darker color and apply it where I want my contour to be. Now we are going to sort of go into the home stretch. So I'm going to be using my MAC Longwear, Pro Longwear Foundation, and my color is NC15. So I'm just going to do a few squirts right onto the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply this with a big buffing blush. I definitely recommend this because this is going to blend everything. It doesn't really matter where you start. Since I don't want to dull out the bronzer too much, I'm going to apply some of the product up here and then begin blending. And that bronzer is really just to add a natural contour look to your face. It's not supposed to be your final contour. I mean, you can leave it like that. As you can see, the contour still shows up, but it's more just to add what looks like a more natural contour, and then you can go back in and apply bronzer. So what this is doing right now is evening out all the different colors that we put on our face. This is the most important step because you want everything to blend seamlessly together. So after you apply this coat of it, what I recommend doing is getting up close and personal to a mirror and looking exactly at what your face looks like, because you want to make sure that there are no lines, no different colors showing up, just a really nice even coverage. What this can do is sort of rub off some of the concealer, so if you want to, you can go back in with a concealer. That's what I'm going to do just because I'm paranoid about my acne. So you can definitely stop here. I'm going to do one more step and use my Dr. Jarts Water Fused BB Cream and just squeeze it, the tiniest bit onto the back of your hand. Apply this just to the tops of my cheek. This adds a wonderful glow to my face, so I'm just applying that to the areas that I want to have a little bit more of a glow. I know this was a bit of a long video, but it's a bit of a long process. This is definitely when you want full coverage, everything perfect. This is what you can do. I hope this helped to clear up the way to blend different products together. The most important tip is at the end, use a foundation all over your face, and that should even out everything, blend everything out, and you should be good to go. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Oh my gosh, I have to end this video. Thank you guys again for watching. Be kind to one another. Bye!